first thing I want to talk about is this Ahsoka versus Luke controversy that came up because Filoni, in an interview for the Mandalorian, what was it, Mandalorian Gallery, where they kind of discussed the final episode of season 2 of the Mandalorian, which I think it's way past needing to say spoiler warning on this, but Luke Skywalker shows up and Filoni talks about how at this point, a few years after Return of the Jedi, that Ahsoka would have more training and probably be more skilled overall with a lightsaber and with her knowing how to use the Force, but that Luke would be more powerful because of who his father was. And it kind of, there's a lot of similarities between Ahsoka and Luke because a lot of their powers and their skills come from Anakin Skywalker. With Ahsoka, it's because she was trained by him. With Luke, obviously, it's because of the genetics of son of Anakin Skywalker. And so it kind of caused this kind of, Star Wars fans, man, like I wish it was like Marvel, where it seems like most people are kind of on the same page, and when there are disagreements when it comes to Marvel fans, they're not that bad. There's not people throwing poop at each other, I guess is the way I'd like to say it. They're a lot more civil in Marvel, whereas with Star Wars, it seems like there's a lot of anger when there's a disagreement in the Star Wars fandom. And this Ahsoka versus Luke thing was no different, which is just ridiculous because Filoni didn't say that Ahsoka could beat Luke if they fought. That wasn't his intention there, but it was just facts. I mean, who was training Luke? How did he had minimal training from both Obi-Wan and from Yoda. But I think during this time period between the end of Return of the Jedi and his appearance in The Mandalorian, like any other knowledge he has of the Force either came from the Force Ghost continuing to train him, which is a possibility, including the possibility that his own father could have helped train him as a Force Ghost, or from different texts that he had picked up, him going on kind of an Indiana Jones discovery type thing where he just went around trying to find different artifacts of the Jedi and information on the Jedi to kind of learn more about the Force and even lightsaber combat. I'm sure that there's some text, some holocrons or whatever that would show him how to do different things that I used to do back when there were tens of thousands of Jedi. But this, I think it's just ridiculous that it kind of got so heated in this argument. In my opinion, I just feel like Luke at that point, if you looked how easily he took down those Dark Troopers, I feel like if it was, as much as I'm a huge Ahsoka fan, I do feel like if they went at each other, no holds barred, if the fate of the universe depended on one of them killing the other, I do think that Luke would probably win that battle, but he wouldn't wipe him. It wouldn't be an absolute destruction. It would be a good lightsaber duel, but I think Luke would come out in the end. But at the same time, if somebody wanted to argue that they thought Ahsoka would win that battle at this time, just a few years after Return of the Jedi, I don't think there's no need for me to get hateful towards somebody having a different opinion of me, and that's where I think it just gets a little ridiculous the way the fandom is in Star Wars right now. It's just stupid sometimes. So yeah, the Ahsoka versus Luke controversy, the main thing I want to say on this is it's a great discussion. I hope that Star Wars fans eventually could get to the point where they can talk about these things without it being the other side's an idiot if they don't agree with me thing. It should be just good conversations, especially with a franchise that most of us love dearly. And it's, this entire planet's like that right now. I mean, whether it's politics or anything like that, if somebody has a different opinion than you, then they are an idiot because you are obviously right in every situation. And that stuff just got to go away. But for some reason, it doesn't happen nearly as much in the Marvel universe, which is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.